A spirit of radiant power. Build the light of your being into a radiant sun. Burn away the dark, negative aspects of your nature, the mistakes you have made, the uncertainties and fears, with a spirit of radiant power. Be a radiant sun that shines with brilliance from your core, that nourishes and cleanses your being. Do this with a joyous discipline that keeps you on the path to your goals, goals that you set for yourself with good intent and positive purpose. Be inspired when you set your goals, and as you journey toward fulfilling them. Rejoice in times when you reach a goal and enjoy setting new ones. Shine bright with affirmations, faith, and a daily ritual to give thanks and to renew your energy. With each new day, be ready and prepared. Go in peace, all radiant in the Creator's light and love. Radiance, the Eloists, 1996.
Hi, Bob.
Hi, Stacey. Yay.
I miss you all.
Thank you for saying that. We missed you too, man. We have faith, though, that you would come back when you could.
Yeah. Well, good. I went to Ireland
Yeah,
and had oh man, it was otherworldly. I'll tell you that.
yeah. Can you say a little about it?
Sure. So I didn't know what to expect. This was like a spiritual community that I just connected with online some time ago through like moon medicine and moon links that they would send to learn about moon and come together regarding ceremonies and things. So I had been part of that group for a while, and it would just be mainly reading emails and taking part with the information that was being shared. And all of a sudden, I knew that I'd be going somewhere, but I didn't have plans on where. I just said, oh, I'm going to be taking trips. So funny enough, I got my passport and had it rushed to me like last year. And I didn't know what for. There was really no reason. And then earlier, a couple months ago, I saw she sent out something for a gathering for Ireland. And it was basically, we were going to be hiking to some sacred sites. We hiked to some sacred sites, and it was just a group of a lot of us from different parts of the world. There were people that were in Ireland, and there was quite a few of us that flew from the US.
Wow.
And we went to these spots and did like prayers together and all these kind of awesome things, and the sights were amazing.
Wow.
And it was very blessed time. Yeah.
I gotta admit, that's in my mind to go to Ireland to do that because I have some sort of Celtic connection myself. Green, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'd love to have done that. Were they like standing stone sacred sites, or what kind of sacred sites were these?
They were standing stone sacred sites, and I'd have to go back to find the name because they were like Ireland names, but they had it, Bob, there was like an energy about the places. We felt it, and we all, like, some people had drums with them, and we all just kind of stood, and when like taking in the moment, we all were doing prayers and songs together, and it was just really powerful. One girl mentioned that she felt like maybe we were connected there to come back from another lifetime. So
Well, maybe she feels the connection from your dream astral travels where you were praying together, which means you're connected spiritually through your online work, and you just
yeah.
went there in spirit before.
Yeah.
Um,
Yes.
well, how many were in the total group?
Okay, so there was about 14 of us, and there was one couple, and then there was two couples, and the rest of us were girls. And we would meet for like yoga and prayer sessions, and we did like a lot of journaling. We did like a lot of praying and like connecting with learning about the land there. We Funny enough, at one of the sites we were at, there was a bull. We were standing there with a couple bulls, and I was kind of like, oh my God, they look so big and mean. We had to walk around them. And when we went over to the sacred sites, where the standing stones were, the bulls came over to us, and they were like with us there. And it was kind of intimidating. One of them was jet black, and he looked so mean that he could charge us at any moment.
That's funny. They're the guardians of the sacred sites.
Yeah. Yes, and there were wild horses there, and we
Oh,
went to
wow.
something called St. Kevin's Church. St. Kevin's Church was very interesting, and the grave sites there at the church were, oh my gosh, they were so old, and so everything had a feel to it. So we went to, that's something to look up, Bob, St. Kevin's Church.
Will. Well, tremendous experience, and you must feel rejuvenated and
Yeah.
very in tune, probably.
I
To
do. It helped me because everything was about healing and connection. And we also went to another site that was up on a mountain. And Bob, I almost probably could have just died climbing the mountain. I have to tell you the truth. I wasn't ready to go up as high as it was. I wasn't physically in enough shape, and it was a killer. But we made it. And one of the girls there, she said, when I talked to her, and she said, I can feel you're supposed to be here. She said,
oh,
you're definitely supposed to be here. So part of that trip was us, when we got to the mountain, we went down, and it was like a cave, and it was part of representation of like a rebirthing process.
mm,
So we like went in and came out, and we came out through this really small space.
oh,
And while we were there, we did like a meditation in it, and we sang songs and stuff like that.
wow! It's definitely a dream, a dream ideal Celtic trip that I would like
Yeah.
to take. I'll try to join you someday if there's another one.
Yes, it's just so amazing when you go and meet with people around the planet, how connected. I mean, we were just all very connected, very much on the same page. The ladies were very intelligent teacher. So many of them were like teachers and singers and had blessed gifts. A lot of them were learning like the Irish language, and had roots to Ireland
I
too.
see.
So, yeah.
That makes the experience even richer, doesn't it?
It was all like a healing, and we went out through the woods, and we went to a lady's house that does herbalism, and her husband like plant and like have all these trees, and he goes out in the woods, and he makes like these little sites in his wooded areas, and we went, and she took us through all that. I'll have to send you some pictures, Bob. It was just, like I
Wow.
said, otherworldly.
Yeah, I don't. I try to analyze it. I mean, I've lived in different parts of the world, Africa, Asia, and I see the spirituality, the unique, the things that are they haven't that are universal, and the things which are unique to each area. And although I've never been to Ireland, there's something there, the Celtic path, that is very inviting and seems very joyful. Uh,
Yes.
I don't know what it is. It's a universe thing.
Yeah.
I
It's
don't
one
know.
of them special places.
Yeah. I guess I have some. I'm partly Native American, so I have that path too. So, but I still feel the Irish. Well, my great grandmother married an Irish guy, um,
Wow.
but that was after she had children. So, but I'm Irish from other people, I guess. But what am I trying to say exactly? I think I think the Celtic path is kind of, but not. It's not the same. But Native American, the pure approach to worshiping the great
Yeah,
spirit of the universe, and I see the
exactly.
Celtic as the white guys'
Yeah.
natural worship of the great spirit. I think that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
It's without.
Oh, and the air, Bob, is just so refreshing and pure
Oh,
and beautiful and clean.
all the green that's growing.
All the green, it's just, yeah, it's a whole nother feel, a whole nother atmosphere. So I just kind of think maybe at this part of my journey, that's where I was supposed to be, to like take in and refocus on what I need to focus on. And I would suggest you to go.
Thank you very much. I'll definitely, it's definitely a dream trip for me.
On your bucket list.
Yeah, it's on the bucket list. Um,
Now, what did I miss with you all, with the group? Well, is anyone else joining
oh
tonight? I was
yeah,
hoping so.
oh yeah. Usually we've had 3 or 4 people every night. Barbara just came. People come a little later sometimes.
Okay. Okay.
Uh, hey Barb.
Hi, sorry.
No, that's okay.
Hi.
Hi, I forgot what time it was.
No,
Oh,
Stacey's here.
Hi, Stacey.
hey, Barb. It's good to see you guys again. I've missed several weeks in a row, so please excuse me. I'm glad to be back.
Oh, good. I'm glad you're back.
Yeah. Thank you.
She just went on a great spiritual trip to Ireland. She's been talking about.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it was blessed. It was a blessed if that ends up being on your, radar, that is a very unique and touching place to visit.
Wow. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've never been out of the United States.
Oh,
You know what? I haven't either. That was like my first time.
oh.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Was it scary being in a different country?
Actually not. It was so easy. And if I can remember, like I would recommend JetBlue. I just want to tell you, that flight experience was seamless. Like it was very easy, and they kept you busy they kept bringing you stuff to eat.
Oh, oh really? Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, and like you can watch movies on the flight and stuff. So it made it really seamless. And no, it was just, 5 hours there, 5 hours back. So.
Okay, well, that's not bad. 5 hours.
Sounds fair.
Yeah, because I think what I did was I flew to New York. And then once got to New York, there was a layover, and then I went to Ireland from there.
Oh, well, that's nice. Wait, so
Yes.
you had to switch planes.
Yeah, I switched planes, and then the one that actually went to Ireland from New York, it was about 4 or 5 hours. And, you watch a movie or two, and then you're there.
Well, we're
Wow.
so glad you're back.
Amazing.
And it means we have 3 people tonight. We've had like 3 or 4 pretty regularly. It's just like one person. It's like people are taking turns.
Yeah.
And actually, Barb, it's been wait a minute. We met Tuesday, right? Or did we?
Was it yeah, Tuesday.
Yeah. So Barb's been on a spiritual trip too, to see her family in Ohio for a while. She's been away for a while.
Oh, what part of Ohio? I was lived in Toledo till I was like 12.
Oh,
Really?
wow.
Yeah.
Columbus.
Oh, yeah, that's close. Yep.
Yeah. Is it? Wow.
Yeah. Columbus was like maybe 2 hours, maybe I think an hour and a half, something like that. Yeah,
Really?
I think, if I can remember.
Well, you're sisters of Ohio.
Yeah. Yeah. And where do you live at right now, Barb? Where are you at now?
I live in New Jersey.
Okay. I'm in Florida. I'm in Jacksonville.
I have a cousin in Florida.
Oh, really? What part?
I think near Orlando.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's not too far.
No. Oh,
Well, anyway, I hope someday we can together take a spiritual trip. And
Yes.
maybe it will happen someday. At least
Yes, that would be amazing to orchestrate something like that. We'll have to keep it in mind.
keep it in mind. Anyway, I guess we can start.
okay.
I think everyone's here who's going to be here. So if you open your chat, I put a reading in, but maybe it's too
Oh,
low. I just chose, I think it's a good reading, but
I don't see it.
I'll put
I
it
don't
in
see it.
again. Can you see it, Stacey? I'll put it in again.
Okay.
Yeah, put it in again.
Oh, here it is. I see it. The
Oh,
read.
yeah. The spirit of radiant power.
Are we going to
So-
do the symbol?
Yeah, the sign of the creator. We decided I think we'll just keep it simple. It's the circle, then east to west, then up, down. And I thought it'd be good to say something like in the great spirit or something.
Can you do the symbol one more time?
You do a circle.
Yes.
It's like the Celtic cross.
Right.
Then cross east to west.
Yeah. Right.
Down to up.
Yeah.
And maybe we could say like in the Great Spirit.
Yes.
Okay, that sounds good.
Okay, we'll start that. 3, 2, 1. In the Great Spirit.
Great
1, 2.
Spirit.
In the Great Spirit.
In the Great Spirit.
Okay, go ahead, Stacey. Could you read a couple sentences? We'll take turns.
Yeah. I was going to ask you if you want me to read it. Build the light of your being into a radiant sun. Burn away the dark negative aspects of the nature, the mistakes you have made, the uncertainties and fears. With a spirit of radiant power, be a radiant sun that shines with brilliance from your core, that nourishes and cleanses your being. Do this with a joyous discipline that keeps you on the path to your goals, goals that you set for yourself with good intent and positive purpose. Be inspired when you set your goals as you journey forward fulfilling them. Rejoice in times when you reach a goal and enjoy setting new ones. Shine bright with affirmations, faith, and a daily ritual to give thanks and to renew your energy. With each new day, be ready and prepared. Go in peace, all radiant in the Creator's light and love.
Very good.
Oh,
So that
oh,
is
that's wonderful.
that inspires us very much.
Are you going to send that in the email?
Yeah, it'll be in the email.
Okay. Okay. Thank
You'll
you.
get that. Very good. We have world prayers. Anyone want to go first? Any world prayers out there? Or should I start?
Yeah, you can start.
Okay, just from spontaneous inspiration. Oh, Great Spirit, we're so fortunate to be united and connected. And we would like to use this connection to share your ever flowing light, your radiance, your love, your happiness that is light itself. And we are all in this network together. It's the whole world, really. So we're looking for a network of light to expand and connect with all other networks, so that we can do your will and make earth and heaven as much a paradise of the angels as we possibly can. And affirmation. Okay. 3 times aloud, 3 times silently. 3, 2, 1.
We
We are
one
one
circle,
Circle.
radiant.
Radiant with universal love and light.
We are
We are all
one
one circle.
circle.
Radiant
Radiant with universal love and light.
we are
We are all
One
one circle.
radiant
Radiant
with
universal love and light.
light. Thanks, everybody. And would anyone like to go next? A prayer for the world of some kind?
Well, I'd like to have a prayer to heal the world from its presidential election.
Okay.
I
Sure.
am worried, and I think
Okay.
and I even had talked to others
Okay.
saying that we think it's going to be bloody.
Okay. Praying for peace.
So we're praying for peace.
Peace and harmony.
Yes, to heal the world. I will paste this in to give this time and ourselves to thee and radiate that healing love and wisdom to transform the world.
Amen.
Amen. Oh,
So go ahead and hit the enter key too.
You see
got
it?
it. There it is. Thank you. Thank you, Barb. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1.
We
We
give
give this time
and
and
ourselves
ourselves
to
to
thee,
thy
to thee,
radiant, thy
and
healing,
healing love
love, and
and
wisdom to transform the world.
That's supposed to be to thee.
ah,
My mistake.
no worries. We
We
give
give this
this
time
and
and ourselves to thee,
thee,
and radiant
radiate thy
thy healing love
love
and
and
wisdom
wisdom
to
to
transform the world.
the world. We
We
give
give
this
this
time
time
and
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 ourselves
ourselves
to thee
to thee,
and
and radiant
radiate
thy
thy
healing
healing
love
love
and
and
wisdom
wisdom to
to transform the world.
world. That was really beautiful. Thank you. Very important. Thank you, Barb. Uh, care to share your prayer affirmation for the world there, Stacey?
Yeah, I wrote one just up. That will be mine, and I'll just say it's important for us, no matter how hard things get, to remember that we are all each an aspect of the whole, and we all each have a role to play. So the best thing we could do is keep becoming on a daily basis in our role, so we can be the most effectively and powerfully grounded and used to help manifest the divine will. And sometimes that's very difficult when we get maybe distracted or in our own other thoughts and other feelings. So in order to be the most effective is to keep our mind on the prize, and to know that we are all one, and we are trying to hold this frequency and this light and this power to help raise others and raise ourselves. So I think just coming to these meetings can help us together. And each, like, in the Bible, when it says if there's like faith like a mustard seed, well, I kind of feel like us coming in these little meetings, even if it's like 3 of us or 2 of us, it's like these little mustard seeds, and we're making big waves with what we're saying and the overall frequencies and, planets there, where we're really, our thoughts and our words and our deeds are so strong, and to only use them effectively. I wish we could use them effectively all the time, but just these moments, I think, can really be used to the utmost. And of course, we always pray for other humans, all living and elemental creatures. And we ask that the angels just join us now as we say this healing, love, wisdom, power to all living and elemental creatures.
3, 2, 1.
Healing,
Love,
love, wisdom,
wisdom, power
power to
to
all living
living
and
and
elemental
elemental
creatures.
creatures.
Healing,
Healing, love,
love, wisdom,
wisdom,
power
power
to all living and
to
elemental
elemental
creatures.
creatures. Healing,
Healing,
love,
love,
wisdom,
wisdom,
power
power to
to
all living
living
and
and
elemental
elemental
creatures.
creatures. Well, that was wonderful. Thank you. I feel a little very uplifted by this. Thank you very much, Stacey. Going on, where our next is group prayers. Does anybody have something they'd like to share first?
I do have something.
Oh, please, Barb, go ahead.
There's a very special group. They're called the Survivor Girl Ukulele Band.
Oh,
Yes, SGUB. It's a project in India that helps survivors of human trafficking, that help them learn to play the ukulele and find confidence, joy, and freedom.
mm,
So I feel that this group. I
Oh.
have a ukulele group that I also meet in Zoom, and I feel that it's very similar, even though it's music. It's very similar to the healing that we do, because we try to help these groups, with our ukulele. So one of the women in our group was able to go there and teach these girls how to play the ukulele, and it's helping them get away from the abuse they have there.
Oh,
Yeah, awesomeness.
so powerful.
Yes. So I'm going to paste something that we could say together. Oh, and I have to share. There.
Great. 3, 2, 1.
We
We
bless
bless the
SGU
SG
group
with
with
our
our
love.
love.
our love. We bless them with our power.
We give
We
them
give them mighty blessings
to
to strengthen them each hour.
We
Bless the SGUB group with our love.
We
We
bless
bless them with
with
our power. We give them mighty blessings to strengthen them each hour.
We
We bless the SGUB group with our love. We bless them with our power. We give them mighty blessings, strengthen them each hour.
Okay, very wonderful. I feel a lot of affinity or empathy for these people. Thank you for sharing that so much.
You're welcome. The women are being abused, and but they're being helped.
I'm glad I'm glad there's direct help, and
Yes.
we're praying for the spiritual element.
Yes.
To reach them and help them even more. For sure. Thank you. Stacey, do you have any group you want to pray for? Shall I go next?
Yeah, I think you better go next because I don't think so, but you go ahead.
Okay. Okay, very good. I'm gonna stay in the trafficking thing. Right now, I don't know if it's hundreds of thousands anyway. A lot of the children who are crossing the border of the United States are being trafficked for various nefarious purposes, and I can't even talk about what's happening to them. But they're poor and they're helpless, and they've been taken advantage of, and a lot of them have come into very cruel situations. And that's what that. So here's the affirmation. Yeah, I mean this in terms of the immigrants who are coming over, thinking they're going to get a better life, and yet it's not. That's not what's happening. 3, 2, 1.
All illegal children are being empowered with liberation, healing, and protection and angelic. All illegal children are being empowered with liberation, healing,
and protection,
angelic power.
All
illegal
children are being
empowered with liberation, healing, and protection.
angelic. Thanks for your prayers. Stacey, how's it looking? Can you feel, is there any group out there you'd like to focus on?
Uh, Well, the groups that I've been thinking about, and it was just, I watched a powerful teaching last night that I was thinking about too, off and on while we were sharing. And just, you know, the overall, well, trafficking and wars and people that are being abused. I pray that the people of the world and the inhabitants of the land, that we all have a wanting to purify our own selves. That way, our own deep anything that we may have carried in our past, present, or futures of thoughts that might have not have always been wholesome or pure could be contributing to the whole of things that are being played out around the world. And we just don't think of it that way, but it was brought to my attention in this way. So these harmful aspects of wars and trafficking and evil deeds and darkness, we hold the light now, and we just hold the space for these things that are happening and pray for the inhabitants, that they might seek to purify their minds, bodies, spirits, and souls. That way we can bring peace to the world as a whole and as a one unit, and that way darkness can be purged. So we just now pray for peace where there's war, and we pray for healing where there's sorrow, for all these different groups and all these horrible things that happen that we may have each contributed to in our own ways that we may not know and may not be aware of. So we just pray for complete healing in all of our own body systems. That way the land can be healed.
Yeah, great wisdom. Is there an affirmation we could use to pray, to focus our prayer energy you'd like to use?
Let us focus ourselves and purify our minds, bodies, and spirits in the light of the Creator. Purify our minds, bodies, and spirits in the light of the Creator.
I can type that out if you'd like.
Yes.
Okay. Here I
Purify our minds, bodies, and spirits.
So could you say it one more time?
Purify our minds, bodies, and spirits in the light of the Creator.
Purify our minds and bodies by the light of the Creator.
And spirits.
Purify our minds and spirits by the light.
In the light of the Creator.
The light of the Creator.
I think that is the more that we heal ourselves, the more the land, and the more the world becomes healed. And every aspect of healing, we heal ourselves. We also heal others and heal the land by our words, deeds, and thoughts. So when we think of wars and trafficking, what can we do for these things? We can hold the light in our own vessels, in our own bodies, and in our own minds. That way those things can be gone.
I really like this viewpoint. I think it's something I hadn't considered before, but it rings with a lot of truth. So,
I think so too, and it was brought to my attention, and I didn't look at it in that view, and I just know because I just know that's true because we all have to heal.
We have to reestablish. We have to let that ever-present spiritual light reign throughout.
Yes. Yes. And she also mentioned too, which I also had the same viewpoint. If you think, whoever's making the most noise or whoever tries to have the most power, and they want power and they want wars and they want these things, those are the things that the quiet people that are quietly in their corners praying for peace and for unity, we're the ones that are holding a lot of things back. So just knowing that's so powerful. So even the few people that are meeting and doing the things that we're doing right now carry so much light. And we don't recognize that. We don't recognize that. So I kind of was watching something and was thinking about that last night. And I definitely wanted to meet with you all because there's just 3 of us on this call, that are putting our minds to these things. So that's so powerful to me. I'm sorry.
No, don't be sorry. It just shows you're just reaching innermost within your being, and the ever-present Creator is unfolding the happiness and healing that you're bringing out.
Yeah, so I'm happy.
Here's
So
our
that's,
sign of healing.
yes.
Here's our sign of healing.
Okay.
Redemption for us all. So thank you so much. Sincere feeling is the essence of the spiritual path, I think. So thank you. Let's say the affirmation then.
Okay.
I appreciate this, Stacey.
Purify our minds, bodies, and spirit
in the
light of the Creator.
Purify
Purify our minds, body, and spirit
in
the light of the Creator. Purify our minds, bodies, and spirit in the light of the Creator.
Amen. Very powerful.
Amen.
This
Sorry, it's getting dark.
what we're doing right now is not easy. It's hard work if people don't realize it, that it's powerful, and which is why I think there's only 3 of us, because it's something that's very hard for people to do and understand that it's so important and that we do make a difference with our prayers.
That's very true. We can't see the energy, spiritual power, the blessings that are being generated, the connections throughout the heavens and the rest of the spiritual realms and earth itself, but they're there. Just like our thoughts are real, our spiritual power is real, and each of us is bringing, and as a group, it gets multiplied. There are people who come here regularly. They're not here tonight. I'm not sure why, but I think sometimes we're just meant to be, you and you are to be here for this time.
Yes.
Other regulars I was expecting to be here, but they're not. It's because the heavens wanted us 3 particularly for that combination.
Yes.
And it's very cool.
It is very cool.
Every session seems so unique, and I take something different from it. And I certainly have learned a lot from this session. I really thank you both so much for what you've shared.
Thank you all. It's very empowering. I always feel so uplifted and stronger and just so like a feeling. I don't know why I would say relief, but I just feel like kind of like a relief. Like I made a powerful connection that actually mattered. I mean, there's so many times we think in our lives, like, am I wasting time? I'm doing stuff that doesn't matter. And I'm doing stuff that seems off base and like getting caught up in maybe 3D living and stuff. And so if you even do this call, it's like I did the most powerful thing today. Was the phone call. So,
for sure.
True.
Well, amen to everything you guys have said tonight, and I rejoice. I'm great. I give Thanksgiving for that.
Yes.
And, I know that as we go on, we'll have even greater spiritual benefit to create for the world and for ourselves and for those in our lives.
Yes. When's the next meeting, Bob?
Tuesday.
Okay. And see, the thing of it is I work at nighttime, so I'm going to miss you guys like Sunday through Thursday. I work at night, so that's why I can't make those calls.
Well, Saturday's good then.
Saturday's good for me. So yeah, I mean, sometimes I run errands and I might not be
Right.
here, but I
Right.
was actually doing something and I said, you know what? I need to rush home because I'm going to get on this call tonight. So I made sure I was open for it.
We didn't, we moved it from Sunday to Saturday.
Prayer blessing Zoom sessions are held weekly. Please join with us to create light and love blessings for our world. You may have noticed our world could use a lot of good prayers and blessings. Sincerity and good will mean everything in this work. To join a session, email Bob at robertbayer3741@yahoo.com. We are all angels of the Creator in the making. For we are a blessing, as love is our power. Prayer blessing Zoom sessions.